What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. Today, I am going to be doing my picks for the Autotrader EchoPark 500 from Texas Motor Speedway, the 8th race of the NASCAR playoffs, and the 34th race of the season. Only 3 more race picks to go in this season. Hope you've all enjoyed it. But anyway, let's talk about it. So, for those of you who are kind of newer to the channel, how I do this is I do a suck pick, a driver who's going to struggle, an underdog pick, a driver who usually is not up front all the time, but is going to run pretty well, and a winner pick, the driver I think is going to win a race. I also do ones to watch. I pick some drivers who I think you need to watch out for, who have been really good at this racetrack in the past, especially in the last 7 to 10 races, who I think are going to be really strong in this race. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the weather for this weekend. It's going to be, as of right now, 81 degrees when the race takes the green flag, and right now there's only a 10% chance of rain with partly cloudy skies. Now, this can change since it's only Wednesday, but I expect to be a clean race. Usually, I'm not looking too forward to this race because usually the race at this track, especially since repave, has not been as good. But maybe we'll keep our hopes up. Maybe it'll be better than Kansas. The finish of that race was not very good. But let's go ahead and just jump straight into the race picks. So, who is going to struggle this weekend here at Texas Motor Speedway? I think Matty D is going to struggle. Matty D, his best finish at this track is 14th place. In 7 or 8 starts at this track, Matty D's best finish is 14th. He really generally does not run up front. He's been struggling the last couple weeks, and I think Matty D is not going to have a very strong run here at Texas Motor Speedway. I think he's going to hang back in the pack. I think he's not going to be climbing higher than 20th in the race, especially since the track is very difficult to pass. I don't think he finished that well last race, and I think Matty D is really going to struggle this weekend here at Texas Motor Speedway. Now we get into my underdog pick for this weekend. Who do I think is going to have a strong run that usually doesn't? I'm going to say Erik Jones. Erik Jones is historically really, really strong at a track like Texas Motor Speedway. He does have a win here, but he has really been extremely good. His average finish is like an 8th place. On top of that, Erik Jones has been consistently one of the top drivers. He's better than a lot of the playoff drivers this year. He almost made it playoffs this year, by the way. But he's been really strong this year, especially in the playoffs. And I think that Erik Jones will have a really strong run. My expectation for him, I think he'll get a top 5. I don't think he's going to win a race, but I think he will have a good opportunity of getting a top 5 this weekend at Texas Motor Speedway. And now we get into the winner's pick for this weekend's race at Texas. Who do I think is going to win? I think it's going to be Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has won the last 3 straight fall races here at Texas Motor Speedway in 2017, 2018, and 2019. And he's been one of the top dogs this year in the NASCAR Cup Series with 9 victories. I believe that Kevin Harvick will get his 10th win of the season and continue his dominance. And I believe that he will lock himself up into the championship for this weekend here at Texas Motor Speedway. So just a reminder, suck pick is Matty D, underdog pick is Erik Jones, and winner's pick for this weekend's race is going to be Kevin Harvick. So now let's get into the drivers that you might need to watch out for at this weekend's race at Texas Motor Speedway. The first one is going to be Joey Logano. Joey Logano is going to be riding a lot of momentum after he locked his spot up to the championship for Phoenix at Kansas National Speedway. Joey Gano is pretty good at this track. Historically, he was up front last time, was one of the cars to beat. Probably would have won the race had that caution not come out for Quinn out deciding to dart it to the left to come down pit road 2 lanes, similar to what J.J. Gailey did, which was a rookie bonehead move. Joey Gano, I think, is going to be up front. He's going to be riding a lot of momentum, and I think he will have a very strong run at Texas as he tries to go back-to-back after not winning for like 30 weeks. Next driver we need to watch out for is Denny Hamill. Denny Hamill had one of the cars to beat last time we're here. He does have 2 wins to my knowledge, actually 3 wins this track. He swept 2010 and 2019. He won the race. I think Denny Hamill will be a strong contender in this race for a top 5, and I think he will rebound a lot of the points he lost, and I think he will make up enough points where he almost can lock himself in to the championship for just on points alone. Another driver you need to keep your eyes on is Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney had the fastest car in the race last time here. He had the car to beat. But like I said, pit strategy kind of cost him at the end of the race, and they didn't have the car to beat at the end of the race. But Ryan Blaney, I think, will rebound, have a really strong run. I think a top 5 run will come out of this team. It sucks that they didn't make it through the round of 16 because Ryan Blaney probably would have been a contender at the end of the day. And now let's talk about the last driver, Kurt Busch. I looked up Kurt Busch's stats for this weekend, and while Kurt Busch does not have a single top 5 in the last 7 races, his worst finish at this racetrack is 10th place. His average finish in the last 7 races is like an 8th place finish. He's been just really, really consistent and putting up a lot of strong numbers at this track. I think Kurt Busch could honestly get a top 5. He does need to win this weekend, though, or at Martinsville to lock himself in. But I do believe that Kurt Busch could have a really strong opportunity to go out and win at Texas Motor Speedway. So this weekend's Texas, only 3 more races to go in the championship, 2 more races in the round of 8, and only 3 more of these race predictions left this season. Hope you guys have enjoyed them this year. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's race predictions from Texas Motor Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links description below for that. And combo your picks for this weekend's race at Texas Motor Speedway. Who do you think is going to struggle? Who do you think is going to be underdog? And who do you think is going to win the race? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.